Hey friends, how you doing? It's Friday. We're back live. I am your tarot fairy godmother. I'm Christiana Gaudet. On Friday, we do the weekly wrap-up. That's going to be one card for the collective and then single cards for those who request specifically to wrap up your week. How has the past 5 days gone for you? For some of you, it's not been a work week because of the holiday. For others, perhaps it's never a work week. But one way or the other, it's nice to take a look. It's nice to use tarot to look at the very recent past and see what we learned, what we did, how we go forward. If you were here on Monday and you remember your card from Monday, let me know, because when we put those two cards together, that serves as a really interesting encapsulation of the week you have just had and how you go into the weekend. I would like to say thank you to Cassia for the generous super sticker. I really appreciate that. Super chats and super stickers are ways you can support this broadcast. I also want to say thank you to the members. You can tell who the members are because their names are in green. These are people who make a regular monthly contribution of support to this channel. I also want to say thank you to the moderators. You can tell who the moderators are because their names are in blue. So there are moderators who are also members, and you can tell that because you see the blue wrench and then you see a sun. So we appreciate everyone, and if you're here for the first time, please subscribe and hit that bell. All right, let's get going with one bit of further ado, which is StarCon. Coming up January 20th through 22nd. You can join us in person in West Palm Beach. You can join us online. One way or the other, it is time to get your tickets. Starcon.com. That's STAARCON.com. This is our annual International Hybrid Tarot and Divination Conference. We've got Mary Kay Greer. We've got Madame Adam. We've got Ciro Marchetti. We've got Nancy Hendrickson. So many great people. All right. Let's get going. Card cam, here we go. And you can see our deck for today, Goddess Tarot. I thought that would be a fun way to do our work today. So let's get shuffled. We'll do our card for the collective and then cards for people in the order that I see them. And while you're waiting for your card, even before I get to you or after I've done your card, if you hear me saying something to someone and it resonates for you, it strikes you, and you say, oh, that feels like it's for me, then take it that way. Even if I didn't directly deliver it to you, take the wisdom. All right, so nice to see you all. All right, first, a card for the collective, looking at the week that we have just completed. Let's see what we can see here. Okay, so in this deck, card 12, the Hanged Man, is sacrifice, and it's Kuan Yin. Remember, this is Goddess Tarot. So, looking at this reversed, thinking about this as a collective card for the week, I feel like, there are ways that it's appropriate to sacrifice of ourselves. My mother hated Thanksgiving. Absolutely hated it. She thought it was this really unfair holiday because at that time, it's gotten different, but at that time, it was usually the women in the kitchen cooking and cleaning. And she didn't even particularly enjoy the traditional Thanksgiving meal. And she thought, this is just a holiday to make women work really hard and then to cause the family to gather together when they don't really want to. And that's what it is. And that was my mother's take on Thanksgiving. And this card really reminds me of that. And that's thank you, moderators. Thanks for being right on that. Appreciate that. So I think it's all of us, like, how much should we sacrifice for others? How much should we sacrifice for tradition? If we're into it, great. If we're not into it, why are we doing it? And I think that's not just about a particular holiday or how we go into the holiday season. It's all about how we live our lives. That yes, there are times we must sacrifice for others. And remember that Kuan Yin is a mother goddess. And mothers do naturally sacrifice for their children. But to what extent? To what extent? And so I think this week there has been this whole question of how much are we willing to give up, not just regarding a holiday, but politically, financially, in all the different ways. Where will we sacrifice? Where will we not? How will we compromise? And I think these are things we're asking ourselves and each other quite a bit. Joanne Smith, I'm with your mom, right? Right? All right. Horace Van Dunn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here, Horace Van Dunn is a card to wrap up your week. This is what happens when you don't remove the title card. Sorry, it can happen. It happens to the best of us. Let's try again. Okay, let's put you right. Let's try again. Is there like a meaning for that? Like if that happens, should we interpret that in some way? I really don't know. I really don't know. And Kanchan, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. So what we do on Friday is a card to wrap up the week. So yes, wrap up means done. The traditional work week is Monday through Friday, even though a lot of us don't work that. We just do it that way, right? So we start out on Monday with your weekly reading where everyone gets a card for the week ahead. And then we meet on Friday where we do a card to talk about how the week has been. And we call that the wrap-up card. And that's not like a tarot term. It's just something we made up here. Betty Fletcher, good for you. We skipped Thanksgiving, stayed home, and enjoyed time alone. Perfect. Perfect. And Lit, this is a good one. I learned thanks to loving my baby, I must love myself. And so it came in very handy for all aspects of life, right? Right? Jeannie Mnuchin, what's the connection between the Hanged Man and sacrifice? So, a couple things. Archetypally, the Hanged Man is like Odin on the tree or Jesus on the cross. So this concept of when you're in that position where you can't do anything, you are sacrificing something to be there. That's the connection there. Okay. And Pamela says, yes, it makes a statement. Were you talking about the receiving of this? But what statement does it make? I mean, every card makes a statement, right? But what's the statement in that case? Other than the reader should have taken those cards out before she shuffled. Is there something deeper there we can come up with? I do not know. I'm sure we could. If we put our heads together, I'm sure we could. All right, Horace Van Dunn, we're still trying to get a card for you here. And card 7, Movement, which is the Chariot. The goddess is Rhiannon. And Horace Van Dun, I think you did a good job this week. I don't know if you did any traveling particularly, but it feels like in wrapping up the week, you moved yourself forward in a positive way. So that's really great. And, you know, with this card, we do recognize a sense of mastery, a sense of the things that you are, and a sense of the things that you have mastered, and recognizing your mastery. And Pamela, oh, this is good. If the title comes up, okay, this is according to Pamela's insight, and I like it, and I'm stealing it. And so this is also for you, Horse Van Dun, because it happened to you. If the title card comes up, it can be about title, claiming your name or claiming a title. Or if you have a business, claiming the name of your business. That's fabulous. Horace Van Dun says, Doug says you get the whole deck. So that was the collective genie. It was the Kuan Yin, the Hanged Man reversed, which again in this deck is sacrifice. All right, on to Amber A. Here we go. The Ace of Pentacles reversed on Monday. Let's see what we got here. The Five of Cups. Amber, did you have a hard week? Are you having a hard time? Ace of Cups reversed and then the Five of Cups. With both of those cards, there's at least a lack of grounding. There's maybe some grief, some things not going your way, some indication that you're going through a difficult time or that this has been indeed a difficult week. So, time for healing, time for figuring out what you have to do to ground yourself, what you have to do to kind of get out of whatever the situation is and find your healing. And the great thing is with both of those cards, Ace of Pentacles reversed and Five of Cups, there are some tools to help you. The Pentacle is still there, it's just reversed. So you can ground yourself. And with the Five of Cups, we have the two cups that remain standing. So there's still love and partnership. And Amber says, yeah, I did have some things not go my way. So this acknowledges that, I'm so sorry, and gives you some clues on the tools you have to help you move forward. And Julie Rogan, I want to thank you so much for the super chat. All right, Teresa C., nice to see you. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for being a member. And thanks for handling some little trolleys. We appreciate that. Thanks for using members-only emojis, too. Your Monday card was the Three of Swords. Painful yet healing week. Okay, got it. Let's see how we wrap it up. I shuffled. You saw me shuffle. But look at that. You went through all of that pain, and you got yourself right into the driver's seat, remembering that card 7, movement, Rhiannon, is the Chariot. You got right into the driver's seat and recognized that you are moving forward. So very, very well done. All right, Smile Soul 20, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for the wrap-up. You'd think there's only 2 cards in the darn deck. As you can see, there are many, and as you can see, I'm shuffling Smile Soul 20. So Kuan Yin, sacrifice, the Hanged Man, reversed. I think this week you did the best you could to kind of take control, to help out in the family situations that may have arisen during the holiday, and to do the work that you need to do personally, professionally, in all ways. Very well done. Betty Flesher, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Monday, you got the Hermit reversed. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a wrap-up card for you. Look at that. You got the Sun. I don't remember the story of the Zorya. I think they're like Scandinavian goddesses. I don't quite remember. But the sun is the sun. We know the sun. Hermit reversed and then the sun. It looks like you've had a decent week. And I think in a way you've had a decent week by living it exactly the way you want to. So very well done. Very good. Cassia, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Thanks for the super sticker. Your card on Monday was the Hermit reversed. Here is a wrap-up card for you. The Five of Swords reversed. Man, it's all a compromise, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, Betty. Okay, I'm sorry. Did I say that you had the Hermit reversed? Betty had the Hermit reversed. Cassia, you made a comment about the babies. And yes, Cassia, the babies are indeed growing. They are like almost 13 pounds now. So remembering they were less than 4 pounds when they were born, they are doing really great. So thank you for that. So Cassia, we don't know your Monday card, but Five of Swords reversed, I often see that as compromise. And I feel like there's a lot going on in your life right now where you are having to make some compromises and you're having to be very diplomatic in the way that you speak with people. And this is not necessarily the easiest thing, but you're doing it and it will get you to where you need to go. So pick and choose your battles wisely, compromise whenever you can. Caroline, so nice to see you. A wrap-up card. Monday was 9 of Cups. We appreciate that. So very grateful for this wonderful community. Well, we are grateful for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so Caroline, Monday was 9 of Cups. We end the week with the 7 of Swords reversed. You know, you put those two cards together and we see a week of integrity, being clear about who you are and what you want and what your capabilities are and how you are grateful for the things that you have, how you are working to manifest what you want, but doing it all with clear integrity and calling it out when you don't see integrity. So well done. Carrie Donick, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Started the week with the King of Wands. Can't get better than that. How are we ending the week? There she is again. Good golly. Good golly. You know, it's interesting because, you know, again, we think about Kuan Yin as a mother goddess. But we often do not associate mothers with the Hanged Man, but it really makes sense. And there are some cards in Ma'at Tarot. The Hanged Man is a baby waiting to be born. And so there is, you know, like, that's like a whole study is how can we see the Hanged Man as mother and motherhood? And that's such an interesting thing. And then when it shows up in a reading, what do you do with that? And why is it showing up so much right now? And why did it show up for you, specifically, Carrie? For you, I see it as a message of really not letting any grass grow under your feet. Being as careful as possible to get everything done, even if it sacrifices your peace, even if it sacrifices something else you wanted to do. Doing the things you need to do to get where you want to go. And that is what it seems you've been doing this week. Arlette, do I have availability this weekend for a reading? I surely do. You can schedule directly on my website or just message me on Facebook. And I would be delighted. Or text me on my phone. You ready? Take a phone number. Not just Arlette, but anyone. You can text me anytime. 561-655-1160. All right, Arlette, a card for Chris and a card for you. You had the 8 of Cups, right? You both had 8s. I remember that. You started as the 8 of Cups reversed. Oh my gosh, and now you have the 8 of Swords reversed, and Chris had the 8 of Swords at the beginning of the week. But going from the Eight of Cups reversed to the Eight of Swords reversed, we go from stuck to unstuck, stuck to unstuck. And so you spent the week working on unsticking yourself and finding your way forward. And that is a beautiful thing, although I bet painful and difficult. All right. Chris was the Eight of Swords, so he started out stuck. And how does Chris end up? Ace of Staves or Ace of Wands reversed. Chris is having a hard time being enthusiastic, not feeling it. I don't know if that's one particular thing or many, but there is just a thing of not feeling it, just not feeling it. And I think that, Chris, you need to work on nurturing yourself so that you can nurture others. And you may feel like you're stuck in some ways that you really aren't. And so really look at your situation and decide, where are you stuck and where are you not? That's important. And Arlette, yes, please reach out for a reading. Joanne Smith, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. And we're doing for Charlie too, and Charlie's a member as well. We appreciate both of you. Okay, so let's start with you, Joanne. You had the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And you end with the Five of Cups. I wonder if there were some things that happened this week that were a little difficult or a little hard to deal with or a little uncomfortable. I wonder if there are ways that you are experiencing some sadness. And whatever that is, hold space for the sadness, but do not let it be the narrative of your whole life. Oh, and now I see it. We had an unexpected loss this week. So there it is. I hadn't read that line, but here's the card, and that makes sense, and I'm so sorry for that. Okay. And Charlie had the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And 10 of Staves, which is this feeling of being overwhelmed, carrying a difficult burden. So we know you've been through it. It's been a tough week for both of you, above and beyond the normal things that you're dealing with that can be kind of difficult. So we understand that. And with the 10 of Staves, there is a sense of being able to move forward regardless. And even with the Five of Cups that Joanne got, there is a reminder that love in all its forms remains available. All right, Jeannie, hope you're doing well. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. Monday was the Eight of Swords. And now we have the Ace of Swords, which is the weapon that gets you out of the Eight of Swords. I feel like this week has gotten progressively better over time, and you are now coming out of the difficult things that you've been in with a real sense of truth and purpose and direction. And if you're not feeling that yet, don't worry, you will. Sheila Selby, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Balance, which is Yamana, the ocean goddess, also known as Yemaya. Card 14, it's Temperance. Oh, Joanne, there was a stillbirth in the family. I am so sorry. That's so hard, so hard. So difficult. And Caroline McLaughlin, I want to say thank you so much for the super sticker. Really, really appreciate that. And thank you for your feedback. And everyone, I always appreciate your feedback. I don't always read it aloud in the interest of time, but I do read it. All right. So, Sheila, I think you did a great job this week. You know, temperance or balance here, it's more than balance. It's blending, it's alchemy, it's art, it's patience. It's all the things you need to create the life you want. And I think you did that this week. I think you were creative. I think you were patient. I think you did everything you needed to do, not only to get through the week, but to build something that will move you forward. So very well done, Sheila. Paula B., thank you for being here. Thank you. Thanks for your kind words. Monday was the 9 of Pentacles. Here we go. Hey, this is a popular card here today. Pallavi, you may be getting ready for a travel or a move this week with the 9 of Pentacles, but then also now this is the Chariot. This deck's version of the Chariot. You are in charge. Both of these cards put you squarely in charge. You may not feel in charge, but you are in charge. And so recognize the power that you have and the power that you will have as you move into the future. Martha Vink, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. Monday's card was the Page of Pentacles. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Martha. Page of Pentacles is how you started. 9 of Cups reversed is how you finished. So, Page of Pentacles, you're learning, you're doing what you have to do. 9 of Cups reversed, there's definitely some things going on emotionally that are difficult. And I feel like you're working through it and you're really trying to stay positive and enjoy what is positive and put a positive face on. But you are dealing with some things. You are dealing with some feelings on the inside. And that's okay. Just recognize what you're feeling and all the different things, because it may be it may be many different things over the course of time. But acknowledge your feelings as you work through them. Marion Newbury, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. So your Monday card was the 9 of Pentacles. Can't go wrong with that. And we end the week with the Prince, which would be like the Knight of Staves reversed. So you know what? You have all of this great stuff going on. I think you're okay financially. I think you're okay health-wise. I think you're safe. I think you're secure in your own skin. I think you're basically happy in your life. The question is, where do you want to go? What do you want to do next? That is what you need to figure out. Peggy Lou Leven, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Okay, so King of Wands for you, and we're going to do Susan as well. So let's start with you. Monday you had the King of Wands, and now you have the 10 of Wands, which, staves is wands, right? So now you have the 10 of Wands. And so you're doing fine, but there's a lot. There's a lot that you're taking responsibility for. There's a lot that you're doing. There's a lot that you're shouldering. And that's good and that's fine, but recognize to do good self-care as well. Susan had the 4 of Wands reversed. And when we look at how Susan finished up the week, the Moon reversed. And of course, the Moon here is Diana, Huntress of the Moon. So for Susan, this is the card when the Moon is reversed. It's like mystery solved, truth revealed. You're now seeing things that you can't unsee. And I think that's what keeps you a little off balance right now with that 4 of Pentacles reversed, feeling a little unsafe, feeling a little out of balance. You have now seen new things or had things come to light that have destabilized you. But you have the power to find your path now, and that's what you're doing. All right, Harry S., nice to see you. Okay, so the digital experience for StarCon, it's all on the website. Here's the thing. We do it on Excel Events, which is this great event management platform. So all the speakers are the same. You can shop in the online exhibition hall. And the Afterglow, the 30-day Afterglow, also on Excel Events. So you can be present and interactive with the presentations that you want to see live. Most people will be presenting from the hotel in West Palm Beach, But you'll be interacting with everybody, the people who are in the hotel and the people who are coming in from at home. Some presenters will be presenting from at home. You choose from all the presenters who you want to see according to your ticket. And then the ones you missed that you couldn't choose because they run simultaneously, you can watch over the next 30 days, as well as come to events in the Excel Events Lounge. You can also, like when the rest of us who are there are drinking at the Tiki Bar, you can hang out in the digital lounge with your StarCon friends. So that's how that all works. You can read about it on the website. It's STAAR, 2 A's. STAARCON.com. Check it out. Would love to see you there. All right. You've been working a lot with your tarot practice this week, and StarCon would help you with that. Here is your wrap-up card. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. So, if we use this to talk about working on your tarot practice, you are ready to learn. You are ready for some tips that come from outside of you. You're really ready for the conference experience. Now, there may also be things going on about other tasks that you're doing in your life, about job or other things, where things are not going exactly the way you would like them to. And you are really working on trying to make that better. And so you shall. Mix you here. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not a member, but you're a member of our community, so I think about you that way. But thank you for being here. We really appreciate you. Mix you here. Michelle in Toronto. Okay, so Monday, you had the Knight of Wands reversed, and what I said about it was don't forget to have fun. So let's see. Did you have some fun? Yes, you did. Okay, again, very popular card here today. Movement, Rhiannon, which is the Chariot. And I think not only did you have some fun, you thought about direction, where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to get there. So that's really great. All right, Febborn, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Knight of Pentacles reversed is how we started. Here is the wrap-up. Ten of Wands, man, you got some heavy energy this week. You are having a hard time sort of finding your way forward, letting go of hurts from the past, figuring out your direction, your creativity, and how you want to do it. But you're working on it, and you will get there. Don't let it be too heavy, but you'll get there. All right, Pamela's Insight. So nice to see you. Thanks for moderating this channel. We really appreciate that. Monday was the King of Wands. And here we have the Prince of Staves, which is like the Page of Wands reversed. So Pamela, it's all about that Wands energy. It's all about moving that forward creatively, spiritually. This week, you have been working hard on stepping into your power as an intuitive and as a creator. You do it. Lit, nice to see you. I'd love a card for the week. Your Tuesday reading was so goodly, nice, spookily accurate along the week. All right. And yes, for those of you who haven't realized, I have added a new weekly regular feature on Tuesdays. We're doing Tuesday Tarot, general readings only, Tuesdays at noon. So now we're doing live readings 5 times a week instead of 4. Obviously, there will be times I miss because of other things, but this is the goal, 5 times a week. All right, so wrapping up your week, Lit. Three of Pentacles reversed. So Lit, I think this has been a hard week for you. And a lot of it has been having to do with either work or money or direction, figuring out what to do, how to achieve, how to take your skills and your abilities and turn them into something that is profitable and that speaks to your passions. And I think you're working on it. Elizabeth, thank you for being here. Thanks for your kind words. Here is a card for you, Elizabeth Peralta. The Five of Cups. I think this was a little bit of a tough week for you. This has been a popular card today, unfortunately. There may have been some loss or some upset, but I also think you're very good at remembering what is good, and there are good things here too. So you're holding space. You're holding space for what is good and also holding space for being in your feelings about what's difficult. Yolanda, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. So this week you met with the CEO about your supervisor in the toxic work environment. I would love to hear the outcome of that. Make sure you message me or call me. I would love to hear about that. So when we pull a card about how this week went for Yolanda, there it is again, very popular card today. Card 7, Movement, Rhiannon, which is the Chariot. I feel like you did a good job presenting your case, moving yourself forward. One way or the other, you are moving yourself forward, and I think you made that very clear. All right, Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Your card for the week was the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Let's see what we got for you. I'm shuffling. You can just see like my little hand shuffling there. All right. Jackie. Here we go. The Sun for you. So this week, I do really feel, Jackie, like you were able to be seen in a good way. You may have really accomplished something. You may have gotten some recognition, and that's a very good thing. I think you may have had some things happen that made you happy. Also a good thing. Also a good thing. So I feel like you had a decent week because you allowed yourself to be seen and you allowed yourself to shine. Very good. And feedback from Lit, I actually am working on my profitable skills. It's clearly time to share them. I'm being pushed so strongly to do so. Yeah, you are. You totally are. There you go. All right. Okay, Kachan Verma, thanks so much for coming back. It's so nice to see you once again. Here is a card to wrap up your week. Ha ha! I got the intuition that my turn is coming up, and when it's coming up, yes, my turn is coming up. Here we are. Yes, this is you. You saw me shuffle, y'all. And there's nothing about this card that's particularly marked. It's just coming up. So this week, you might have taken a little trip or planned a trip, but I think you thought about how you can be more in control of your life. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What are your goals and how can you achieve them? I think you spent some time thinking about that this week, and that's a very positive thing. And why a card for the week we just completed? For 2 reasons. One is when we do tarot readings, we also look to the past. And so this is a great lesson in looking at the immediate past and how we read in this context. The other is it's always good to take a look at where we've been and learn from it. Oh, Mixure, The Gentle Art of Verbal Self-Defense, one of my favorite books, has just arrived. Let me know what you think about it and if you find it helpful. All right, here we go. Okay, PL Day. PL Day, thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Ouch! 3 of Swords. Did you have a tough week, my friend? Are you going through something? Whatever it is, man, it's an opportunity to heal. Acknowledge what is hurtful. Figure out how to heal. And whatever it is, we're holding space for that difficulty. Peggy Lou, everyone get in the Chariot means everyone should go to StarCon. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, so that's the thing with this channel, Kachan. Kachan? Kachan? I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. One of those ways might be right. Let me know exactly. I have a name that's hard to pronounce too. People always get it wrong. It kind of pisses me off. I don't want to do that to you. But yeah, the primary goal of this channel is to teach tarot. And one of the ways we do it is by reading tarot, which I love doing. So, there it is. All right. Here we go, looking for the next. Okay, Julie Rogan, you're the next one I see here. Thank you so much for being a member. And thank you for the super chat. Justice reversed on Monday. Let's see, here we go. Justice reversed, and now we come to balance, right? This is temperance, this version of temperance, but you know, justice is a card of balance too. So I think you turned things around, you found the right blend, you found the right balance, you found the magic. Even in difficult times, Julie, you will always find the magic. Oh, and PL Day, you started with the King of Wands. And so then the Three of Swords. With the King of Wands, remember you have the strength, you have the creativity to get through whatever you need. All right. Justine, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Here is a wrap-up card for you. There it is again. Tough week. Remember, again, the importance of healing, the importance of feeling what you're feeling, but not living in that. And don't tell yourself stories that aren't true that make yourself feel worse. JF1, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. The Four of Pentacles reversed. JF1, it's important for you to have good boundaries. Good boundaries with others. Do not give away what you do not have to give away in terms of time, money, and energy. Autumn Pond, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. All right. Okay, so this is Venus, love. It's the Lovers reversed. So Autumn Pond, there may have been some relationship kerfuffles over the week, but there's also this big question about, like, what do you want in your life? What makes your life work? What makes your life harder? And really trying to figure that out and recognize you're, to some extent, in charge of choosing. Oh, Justine, time issues, right? Haven't been able to work on the things you want to work on. I get it. I totally get it. Hey, Mediha Ness, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Okay. Here is a wrap-up card for you, Mediha Ness. This is a popular card today, too, the Ten of Staves, or obviously the Ten of Wands. So there's a sense of some heavy burdens, whether that's responsibilities, things on your mind, things you have to take care of. It feels heavy. If there's a way to delegate or to let some of that stuff go, that's ideal. If these are all things you have to do, you can do it. It's possible. You can do it. You can handle it. All right. Christina R., you and Karen Winkle. And of course, Karen Winkle is a member. We appreciate that. Let's start with you, Christina. Thank you for being here. Monday was the Four of Cups reversed. Transformation, which of course is death. So changes. We are going through changes. And we know that. We know that. We know that it's appropriate for where you're at. We also know it's not easy, but it's necessary. So allow those changes to happen. And Karen had the Emperor. Karen had the Emperor. Karen, Again, not again for you, but again today, the moon reversed. So the fact that two major arcana cards, it's a big energy, right? Emperor and moon reversed. You have figured it out. This week, you are figuring out exactly what's going on in your place of work and how to handle it. You are on top of it. Very good. All right, Diana Price, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Glad you're here. Here is your card for today. Judgment, which is Guinevere. Judgment reversed. Diana, I feel like this week you may have recognized some things that you thought were fixed or some things that you thought were handled are not. You know, you do things, but then they come undone. Or there may have been some old things emotionally, some old hurts that you thought you had rectified that sort of came up for you. Whatever it is, the goal you're looking for is closure, past in the past, and opening up to new things, even if that takes time. Robin Renee, so nice to see you, and I know you are a member here on your other account. Okay. 5 of Pentacles on Monday. Love you too. Here's a card for you. There it is again. The Chariot. So going from 5 of Pentacles to the Chariot is really good because it's like the 5 of Pentacles, I think, speaks to just how hard the journey is. The Chariot speaks to how successful it is and how worthy and appropriate and right it is. So there you go. All right. So Jackie, stressful week, huh? Sorry to hear that, but I feel like you did a good job regardless. Oh gosh, 10 of Wands. Reverse, both vehicles won't start or run. Peggy, that's terrible, but an interesting interpretation, right? Ashley, a card to end the week. Ashley. The Prince, which would be like the Knight of Swords reversed. This week, I feel like you've had to deal with a lot of crap. And it's been hard and it hasn't moved through quickly. And you may be BSing yourself. There may be other people BSing you. Be careful about that. Know what the truth is and stick with the truth in your own mind and heart. Again, thank you everyone for the feedback. I do read it and I really do appreciate it. My friends, from my perspective, I have come to the end. If I accidentally missed you, I am so sorry. Please do reiterate. If you're just here and you have not made your request yet, please do so. I do want to remind you I am available over this holiday weekend for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, in person in my Palm City office. If you happen to be local, just reach out. I gave you my phone number before. Let me give it again. 561-655-1160. You can message me on social media. You can email me. You can use my scheduler. I have an online scheduler on my website. You can use that. So however you like, get your appointment. I will look forward to working with you. I thank you all so much for being here. And I will be back tomorrow. The link is already up. Saturday Psychic Sampler, where we do specific questions only. My friends, thank you. I appreciate you. Enjoy the day, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon.